Hey guys, it's Sam with 2M's and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I'm excited to be here with all of you because in just a bit, I'll be having a very special guest who will be joining me. He is a singer-songwriter who has perfectly encapsulated our feelings of love, loss, life, and just everything in between through his music. And just recently, he announced that his highly anticipated sophomore album, Crusher, will be released on October 1. So I'm so excited to talk to him about that and so much more. So everyone, please welcome back to MYXclusive, Jeremy Zucker. Woo!
What's up? How's it going?
Hi, Jeremy. Thank you for joining us here
Thanks for
on
having me.
Mix. Of course, it's always great to have you here. But how have you been? How's life these days? Which I know is kind of difficult to answer. I mean, especially after everything. But how have you been recently?
Yeah, things have been pretty good, all things considered, as good as they can be, I think. I've just been working really hard on this album, and I just finished it a couple weeks ago, and have been working super hard on all of the other content around it and the visuals and making sure that it's just a really exciting project all around. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get it out there.
No, for sure. And I love that you said exciting because as a fan, I'm very excited too with all of the stuff you've been dropping online, like the teasers for Crusher. I'm so excited. I'm sure a lot of people too are so excited for the album. So let's talk more about the album actually, since we started talking about it. Anyway, I do want to talk about because this is like your sophomore album. You know how they say like the sophomore album is always like the most difficult one to kind of like create, like it's a little bit difficult. So do you kind of agree with that after, of course, working on it?
I think they call it a sophomore slump, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not for me, I think, because my freshman album, freshman people even say that, my debut album was like not really my debut album. Like I had, dozens and dozens of songs out before that came out. So this doesn't feel like my second album, but it was hard for a different reason. I think just the state of the world and the pandemic and everything. And I finished my first album, Love Is Not Dying, right before I was supposed to go on tour, which obviously didn't happen. And I was sort of left with a now what feeling. And the only thing I could really do to stay productive and stay sane was to make more music. And I didn't really have anything to write about because I sort of exhausted all of my creative energy on the first album. So it really took a couple months of like sitting and thinking and marinating on what I wanted the next album to sound like. And those couple months were really, really difficult, and I wasn't making anything that I liked. And then all of a sudden, I made one song that I liked a lot, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And then
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I mean, I can totally. I mean, a lot of people can relate. There's not much going on in, especially the last year and a half, in everyone's lives. Kind of just like staying at home. So I can imagine it can be difficult to kind of create anything during this time. But I love that you said that you just kind of had to stay productive, keep at it, and just really go with it. And you created the album, which is amazing. We can't wait to hear it, obviously. But from the teasers that we've been seeing online, it's a little bit different from obviously like Love Is Not Dying in terms of visuals too. So what was it like kind of creating Crusher, especially after Love Is Not Dying in terms of visuals, but also maybe the music?
It was really exciting. I mean, I got to sort of like imagine a whole new world from the ground up based off of this sort of new sound that I've been working on. And yeah, it's just been a ton of fun, like experimenting and like taking some of my older influences and bringing some new and exciting things into it, and also continuing to sort of tell my stories and like get things off my chest as I normally do with my music. So yeah, it's been like a just really interesting and amazing process all the way through, and I've learned so much, and I'm just really excited to get it out there.
Yeah, I mean, we're all so excited. Like, I literally cannot wait for it. Just seeing all the previews online too has been so amazing. And like you said, you've been experimenting a lot and also kind of going back to older influences and exploring many things sonically, I can imagine. So for you, like Jeremy, now, like if you were to describe the kind of music that you made on Crusher, like how would you describe the music?
Like in relation to my older stuff or just standalone, how
Or
would I
just in
describe
general,
it?
yeah.
I would say it's there's a lot of energy. There's a bit of angst. There's a lot of sort of like carefree vibiness. Um, yeah, there's like it's really a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of like my older moodiness. Every song is just so like vastly different in a really unique way. Like I really just spent a lot of time on um, the diversity of it all. And like all of the lyrics sort of, for the most part, are revolving around the same central theme of the album, which is really exciting.
Ooh, that's so exciting. I love that you said angst. I feel like I resonated with that. I feel like a lot of people resonate with that too. Don't we just need like a little angst in our life, especially now during this time? I feel like a lot of people can relate to that kind of feeling too. But I do also want to talk about Crusher itself, like the title of the album. So why did you go with Crusher for the title? Like, what is the significance of Crusher to you and your music?
I mean, in my head, it's like one who crushes, and not in this, not in like the romantic sense, like in a sense of like destruction in a ruthless sort of way. And that's sort of where like this rock quarry image of the album art came from. I'm sitting in front of what is literally a rock crusher, and they just take these massive slabs of marble and like just grind them up and like systematically break it down and like reorganize it into its components. And that's sort of how I felt. Like I felt sort of like systematically and deliberately like crushed. And so it's not about me being crushed. It's about the person who is doing crushing, hence crusher.
Oh, I love that. And I love that you literally use like a rock crusher too, just to kind of, put it all together and really put out that message of Crusher. And that's why we're so excited, because I can imagine you really explored a lot in terms of music. Like we've been talking about all these themes that go on in our lives too. We're so excited to hear it. But I'm sure you learned a lot too about yourself, Jeremy, throughout this whole process. I mean, we all have, especially in the last year. So what would you say was something new that you learned about yourself when creating the album?
We're talking music related or just life?
Just life, life's great.
I learned that I really value cleanliness and like organization and aesthetic in my home. So I've just been like working a ton on decorating my house and like that whole sort of thing, which has been so much fun. Because I just moved to Los Angeles from New York, and it's been like it's really cool to have like a completely new space to sort of decorate. It's burning a hole in my wallet for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I just feel I'm feeling very at home here, which is a really good feeling as I'm about to embark on a long tour.
Oh yeah, that's so exciting. I mean, like the move itself is already a huge thing, but at least you do feel at home. I mean, it would suck if you didn't. So I'm happy that you do feel at home over there.
Yeah.
And since we are talking about it, tour very, very soon. How does it feel that you're gonna be out there playing music, sharing like what you've been working on with everyone through concerts?
I'm really excited. It's just been so long. I've played 2 shows already, but they've been outdoors. So yeah, I'm just really excited to like be on the road and make sure everyone is safe. And we're only letting people that are vaccinated into the shows. So Yeah, I'm just really excited to be playing music again and connecting with people.
I know. I mean, like it's been so long since we've been able to, experience live music. So I'm sure everyone is excited, and everyone is excited to hear obviously the music on Crusher, and you being able to share that with everyone. It's going to be so exciting, and we can't wait for the day that you'll be able to come back to the Philippines and share that music with all of us. But till then, do you have a message to all of your Filipino fans who are eager to hear you and see you live, but also can't wait for the album?
Yeah, I cannot wait to come back to the Philippines. I think it's been almost 2 years since I've been there,
Mhm.
and I'm missing it and you guys so dearly. I cannot wait to come back. Hopefully it's soon. Um, Definitely it will be in 2022. So I will see you then.
I love that. We're manifesting it. 2022, guys, Jeremy Zucker. Or just like concerts in general. We're going to be having them again. And we can't wait till the day we get to have you over back here in the Philippines, Jeremy. I promise you it's
So
going to be even more amazing than last time. So
can't wait.
that's so exciting. But for now, we'll savor all of your music online. So everyone who is watching, make sure to keep an eye out for Jeremy's album. It's coming October 1st. It's called Crusher. And if I'm not mistaken, Therapist is coming out tomorrow, Friday.
Friday.
Oh no, it's Wednesday today. So Friday. All the days are kind of the same, but you have that to look forward to. But thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us here on
Thanks,
Mix.
Sam. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you as well to everyone who tuned in. Once again, this has been Sam with 2Ms and Jeremy.